I had just been released after serving 3 years in prison for my wife. To my shock, Olivia had given my position as vice president to Ryan, her old flame. When I confronted her about it, Olivia's expression was cold. "You've been to prison. I should have fired you, but Ryan pleaded on your behalf, so I kept a position for you," she said dismissively. "Do your job well and don't cause any more trouble for him." The position she referred to was as a janitor cleaning toilets in the company. That night, I knelt at my parents' graves. During those 3 years, my father had passed away from a stroke, and my mother followed soon after. I never got to see them one last time, and now the company had been taken from me as well. As I was repenting for my mistakes, I discovered a phone hidden near the tombstone. The videos on it contained evidence that Olivia had conspired with Ryan to frame me and send me to jail, and then caused my parents' deaths. Leaving the cemetery, I numbly dialed a number. "Mr. Thompson, I've made up my mind. I agree to transfer my shares to you to help you take control of the company." "That's wonderful news, my boy. With your help, we'll certainly be able to set the company straight and fulfill your parents' wishes," Mr. Thompson replied enthusiastically. I kept my voice steady. "Good. Pleasure doing business with you." Just as I hung up, Olivia opened the car door and approached me. "Who were you talking to?" she asked suspiciously. "Nothing important, just a telemarketer," I lied smoothly. Olivia didn't seem to care about my response. Her gaze was fixed on the cemetery behind me. "Why did you come here?" she asked. "I came to visit my parents," I explained. "Their passing was so sudden. I never got to say goodbye, so I wanted to pay my respects." Olivia visibly relaxed, no longer concerned. She simply said "oh" and urged me to leave quickly. As we got in the car, I studied Olivia. Since my release, she had been cold towards me. Yet today, after I'd only been at the cemetery for a short while, she had rushed over, even driving here herself to pick me up. Her unusual attentiveness only confirmed my suspicions about the video's authenticity. On the drive back, Olivia probed to see what I knew. Once satisfied that I had simply come to visit my parents and knew nothing else, she dropped her facade of warmth. "Jack, I know you used to be the company's vice president when your parents were alive, but they're gone now, and you've been to prison. The company decided to appoint Ryan as VP," she said coldly. "Don't take out your frustrations on Ryan. Go apologize to him right away." Earlier that afternoon, at the company's year-end party, Ryan and I had both fallen into the swimming pool. Olivia immediately accused me of pushing Ryan in out of resentment for taking my position. I tried to explain that Ryan had actually pushed me, and asked them to check the security cameras to prove my innocence. But Olivia just frowned. "That won't be necessary. Jack, I can't believe you're still so petty, deliberately pushing Ryan into the pool and then trying to frame him," she scolded. Olivia was about to say more, but Ryan grabbed her wrist. "It's okay, I'm fine," he said smoothly. Jack was probably just upset. He might have seen wrong. I actually slipped and fell into the pool accidentally, and Jack got pulled in with me. Ryan's false generosity only further condemned me. Olivia's indulgence of Ryan nailed me to a pillar of shame. And now, she was demanding I apologize to Ryan. I turned to look out the window. "Did you check the security footage?" I asked quietly. Olivia slammed on the brakes, pulling over to the side of the road. She glared at me in disgust. "Jack, you really never learn, do you? Get out. Walk the rest of the way home and think about what you've done." Olivia sped off, leaving me standing there. I watched the car disappear, then took out my phone to call Mr. Thompson again. "I can sign the share transfer contract today," I said decisively. Mr. Thompson offered me a lump sum of $300 million for my shares. As I stared at the transfer contract, my mind went blank. These shares were the last thing my parents had left me. Thinking I was having second thoughts, Mr. Thompson tried to persuade me. "Jack, my boy, I've known you since you were little. You don't know what that woman Olivia has done to the company in the 3 years you were away," he said gravely. "After your father passed, she's driven away almost all of us old-timers from the company. I'm not trying to cause trouble between you and your wife. I've just seen too much in my life. All I can say is, be careful of Olivia. She's not a simple character." My parents had warned me about her too. But back then, I was madly in love with Olivia and didn't take their words to heart. Now I was paying the price, and it had cost my parents their lives. I let out a bitter laugh. "I understand, Uncle. But Thompson, don't worry, I won't make the same mistakes again." Mr. Thompson said we should wait until the shareholders meeting next week to reveal the share transfer. For this week, I needed to keep it secret from Olivia to prevent her from interfering with our plans if she found out about the shares. After setting the time, I returned home. It was already night. Olivia assumed I had actually walked all the way back, and looked at me with disgust when she saw me. She was still angry, waiting for me to apologize and make amends. But I was too exhausted. After learning my parents had been killed by her, I didn't want to see her at all. Olivia waited and waited, but I didn't bow my head to her. As I was about to enter the bedroom, she angrily threw clothes and bedding at my face. "You can come back when you've apologized to Ryan," she snapped. "Take your things and get out. I don't want to see you." Clothes and blankets rained down on me as Olivia slammed the bedroom door shut in frustration. I stood there for a moment, then turned and went to the guest room without hesitation. Before going to sleep, I opened my phone and saw Ryan's Snapchat post from that afternoon. "When you're sick and someone brings you care and medicine, that's the one to marry." The photo showed Olivia's back. Olivia had commented with a shy emoji. In the comments, many familiar names were cheering them on: our mutual friends, college classmates, former co-workers. Everyone seemed to have forgotten my existence, tacitly expressing their blessings for this new couple. I hit the like button and turned off my phone to sleep. The next morning, Olivia had the housekeeper buy breakfast from a famous old restaurant. Seeing me sit down, she proudly placed a crab roe bun in front of me. She cleared her throat, her expression haughty. "I bought this specially for you. Didn't you like these? Eat up." I didn't touch it, only sipping the plain porridge the housekeeper had made. Olivia rarely lowered her head to me, but I wasn't playing along as she had imagined. Her expression changed slightly as she tossed her chopsticks on the table. "I've already let the incident with Ryan go, and I'm taking the initiative to make peace. What more do you want?" she said icily. I looked at her face, angry yet tinged with grievance, and replied expressionlessly, "I'm allergic to seafood. I've never eaten crab roe buns." Olivia's expression turned awkward as she finally remembered it was Ryan who liked crab roe buns, not me. Well, the housekeeper must have bought the wrong thing. "But I'm already extending an olive branch. Do you have to fixate on this?" she said defensively. I put down my spoon, unable to hold back asking, "What are you in such a rush about?" "Yes, I went to prison for a few years. I can't be VP anymore after getting out, but I can still like a Snapchat post, can I? Why are you acting so strange? What are you talking about? What do you mean you went to prison for me? That was your own doing. Don't try to drag me into it," Olivia snapped, suddenly standing up. She glanced nervously at the housekeeper's questioning look and hurriedly sent her out. Once we were alone, Olivia frowned and berated me. "That's all in the past now. Why bring it up when there are others around? Why can't I bring it up?" I countered. "Back then, you begged me. You said the police were framing you, that the company accounts were definitely clean. You said I just needed to go to the station for a few days and I'd be back soon. To make me believe you, you even married me. But you didn't tell me I'd have to stay in prison for 3 years. 3 years. When I got out, everything had changed. My parents were gone. Olivia had taken over the company. I was stripped of my position and could only work as a janitor cleaning toilets." Olivia opened her mouth, seeming about to explain something, but I didn't want to hear it. I turned and went to the bedroom, taking out a box with only one condom left inside. "There's a whole drawer full in the guest room. I don't know which of you bought them, but remember to put them away," I said, tossing the box in front of Olivia. Olivia's face flashed with shock. She angrily threw the box in the trash. "Jack, I was wrong about what happened back then. But do you have to dig all this up just because you're jealous?" she snapped. "There's nothing between Ryan and me. Even yesterday, I only went to see him because you pushed him in the water and made him sick. I was checking on him for your sake. As for these things, I have no idea where they came from." Olivia watched my cold expression, unsure if I believed her or not. She suggested we go to work together. Although Olivia had taken over the company using her status as my wife, after I got out of prison, she refused to go to work with me. At the company, she made no effort to hide her rapport and intimacy with Ryan. Now, few people in the company took my marriage to Olivia seriously. Everyone thought I should divorce Olivia and let her be with Ryan. Thinking of this, my face darkened. Perhaps it was time to put divorce on the agenda. "Olivia, we should," I began. Before I could finish, Olivia's phone rang. She answered it and walked away without a backward glance. "There's an emergency at the company. I have to go. We'll go to work together another day," she called over her shoulder. Olivia had broken her word and left again, but I was no longer hurt by her every move like before. Thinking about divorce, I let out a sigh. Never mind, there were still 5 days until the shareholders meeting. I'd bring up divorce then. Half an hour later, I drove myself to the company. The person Ryan had arranged was waiting for me. As soon as he saw me, he deliberately spilled coffee on the floor. "Oops, so sorry about that. Jack, could you clean this up? And the meeting room needs to be tidied quickly too. We'll be using it for a meeting soon." With that, he sauntered off smugly. I finished mopping the floor and pushed open the meeting room door with my broom and mop, only to find the room full of people. Seeing me in such a sorry state, Olivia frowned in disgust and gestured for her assistant to get rid of me. As the door closed, I caught Ryan's undisguised smirk. I finally understood this was a trap he had deliberately set for me. Sure enough, after the meeting, Olivia immediately summoned me to her office. "Jack, can't you do your job properly? Didn't anyone tell you that during meetings, non-essential personnel aren't allowed in?" she scolded. "Did you turn stupid in prison? Can't you remember such a simple thing?" The office fell silent. Olivia belatedly realized she had mentioned something she shouldn't have. She stumbled over her words. I didn't mean. I meant. I understand." I cut her off. "Do you have any other instructions? If not, I'll get back to work." Watching me turn to leave, Olivia called out hesitantly, "Don't you have anything to explain?" "No," I replied simply. "It's not like anyone would believe me anyway."